Just gonna do a quick mic test. Just gonna do a quick mic test. Yep, we sound good. Give me 1 quick second, folks. Okay, I do believe the game audio is being picked up. I think we are all good to go. Just give me 1 moment. Oh, hang on now. Forgive me, folks. Something weird is happening with the chat. Let me just, I mean, you certainly heard that. I just want to bring this up so that I can actually see chat. There we go. Okay, now that's working. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Anyway, howdy, Immortallium here, and we're going to do another chapter in Yomawari. I'm sorry at the moment about the fact that I've been doing this series a bit on the slow side. It's just because I've been quite busy with a bunch of projects, and also I'll admit that sometimes, you need a bit of energy when you're doing one of these things, I think, and sometimes I just don't have that. Not yet. Hang on. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do in here. Okay, let's go outside. But what was I can say about all that? But yeah, I thought like I should make progress anyway today, so we still haven't got the spade, right? Or shovel. Because we haven't been at the sandbox yet. Actually, also, okay, search downtown. Downtown. Is there an actual... Oh, yeah, okay, yes, okay. We've been to downtown before, which means can we just... Are we able to just fast travel to it? Hang on. Hang on now. Okay, I need to try to remember where the last fast travel point was. What's this interactable? Is there a what is... Fish. Hang on. Sorry, folks. I just need to figure out what I just picked up there. Animal feed. A treat for pets that look like a... Wait. Oh, sorry. I misread that for a moment. So, it's saying here the treat looks like a fish. I thought what it was saying was that the pets look like a fish. Okay, well, I can certainly try that. Hang on, where even am I? Hang on, if I go down here, I know there's a fast travel point down here. I just need to get past this guy safely. Okay, I think we are good. Sorry that I'm stumbling over my thoughts, but right now I'm just trying to get to a fast travel point safely. Also trying to remember where the hell the fast travel point was. Yeah, here we go. Here's one. So, no, but I should be able to move to a different one, and I want to head to downtown, since that's where it says I'm meant to go. Perfect. Okay. So, I don't have any other info right now as to, like, what I'm doing. So, I'll just be looking around while I talk. So, anyway, yeah, so I've been working on a few stuff, trying to set up a few stuff as well, to be completely honest. What's... Oh, a bush. Okay, that's what it is. I mean, what... Can I... There we go. I know that should be spookier than it is, but all it really is just to punish you if you're running away from something. If you're not running away from something, there's, as far as I can tell, no reason to be afraid of it. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so one thing that people might have noted is that I'm actually, somewhat at least, back on the main Immortallium channel. I know, a shock, right? Well, the thing is, in the past I got burnt out on it. Red trinket. Interesting. Like, I was working too hard in it. It was draining too much of my my time and stuff, so I just got burnt out. But it's better that I, like, release some stuff than no stuff. So, basically, my kind of thought process right now is that when I feel like it, I'll put a video up on there. I basically uploaded 2 videos recently. One was just kind of a return thing, explaining the very stuff I'm in, and you know, like in terms of projects and stuff, and also just like kind of a brief amount of plan. Hang on, what is that? That a headless person? Looks a bit like it. Whoa! Okay, that always gets me a bit. Okay, I need to go back, it looks like. Or maybe I need to keep looking down here. I don't think I've actually mapped it down here, which means this is actually a good opportunity to... Surely I've been down here before. Yeah, I feel like I recognize over here. If I go down this way, wasn't it down here where I found like some item between 2 ghosts or something? I'm not exactly sure. It's filling it out. Maybe it just looks like the other place. Okay, I'm gonna hide for just a moment. But and then the other one was just like this reaction analysis kind of thing that I felt like doing. That was kind of my main motivator for coming back to the channel in the first place. You're gonna move away a little. You moved towards me. Okay, I'm just gonna have to move now. So wait, so I've never been down here, so this is an entirely new statue, I presume. May as well give us a coin, and I just want to check. Does this still count as downtown? I'm not sure. I might need to go back up, but we'll see. But yes, and I do have an idea for another video coming out soon. It's based on an idea that one of my viewers gave me recently as well, so that's something I'm kind of chipping away at as well, in addition to all the other stuff that I'm doing at the moment. Yeah, so hang on, can I move? It's probably not going to go too far away from me. So I probably got to move at this point. Yeah, I think he's just kind of walking back and forth, you see. What? What was that? I didn't even see anything. Weird. Anyway, what was I saying before all of that? Let me just look around here and see if I can see what actually got me. Oh, was it you? It must have been you, right? I didn't even see you. Also, I heard that. Did I see a little question mark pop up here? Was it because I was approaching one of the bushes or something? Must have been right. Okay. I'll just hide away since there's at least 2 enemies there. So what else was I saying about that? Yeah, so like if people want to like give me suggestions and stuff, that would be greatly appreciated. Again, at this point, I'm just trying to figure out how best I want to do the channel in terms of content and stuff. Is this the furthest that they get away from me? It might be. Okay, next time they move, I'm gonna go. Okay. He might be following me, but it's fine. Just gotta keep an eye out for those other guys. The one that got me before, I think. Rock? I was about to say, usually near a vending machine there's... Oh, it's a puzzle piece. And cup ramen. Wait, as in like the actual brand cup ramen? Or wait, no, I'm thinking of cup noodles, aren't I? Yeah. An open cup of noodles that was lying on the road. It's steaming and looks really warm. I think the brand specifically is cup noodles, right? Not cup ramen? Or maybe I'm wrong on that. I'm trying to remember. My biggest experience with that was just seeing that show Freedom. Anyone remember that show? It was an anime, and they were sponsored very heavily by cup noodles. Every episode basically had a big scene where the characters were eating cup noodles. Plastic camera. Hang on now. Here. It's a simple throwaway camera. Great lore. Great lore. We're finding stuff. Shopping mall coming soon. We advise residents in the downtown area to relocate for construction. Okay, well, I suspect I might have moved too far off of downtown. Sorry. The edge of my nose here is just a bit itchy, so if you see me, like, rubbing it, forgive me. Also, you know what that reminds me of as well is because I was about to say, like, oh, I don't, do any of those substances because I know that like the whole like nose rubbing thing is like a sign sometimes, but I didn't actually know that until I was watching a movie called Your Next. Wait, no, not Your Next. Sorry, Ready or Not. Why do I always mix those two up? It was a movie called Ready or Not, and I was rewatching it with someone, it was their first time watching it. And there was this character who was rubbing her nose, and the other person, they were like, oh, she's probably a druggie, like using drugs and stuff. I was like, oh, why? And she was like, oh, it's because a lot of these drug people. That's what happens when I take my hand off of the right side of the controller. Perfect. Okay, anyway, where was I at? I was talking about that. Yeah, so a lot of people who use drugs apparently rub their nose and stuff. At least specific types of drugs. The drugs that, you'd use in your nose, I guess, rather than like, for instance, something in your arm. But it's interesting. I didn't know that up until that point. So it was certainly interesting to learn about. What is this? Oh, just a bit of money. That's fair. This thing is just staying in the middle. Am I meant to do... Maybe I'm supposed to get to the middle. Maybe it's meant to be like a video game logic kind of way that it's supposed to be coaxing me towards the middle. Let me see if I can find a way to get to the middle. But yeah, I genuinely did... Yeah, you see how it's kind of like sealing off all the paths here? I bet that's like the game's hint that I'm meant to like find a way in there. Thank God I dodged that time. It was interesting to learn about anyway. I don't know much about that that kind of stuff. I'm very innocent in that regard. What about down here then? There's something... Oh yeah, okay. Okay. Well, it's not too far off of where I wanted to go anyway. I guess that's why you don't run everywhere, because you don't have stamina when something like that happens. Can I go up here? There we go. I was completely right. What is going on there? Also, did I see a mannequin? Oh, I see a bunch of mannequins. I have to run. Also, I presume I can't open this? Dirty key, pool key, muddy key. Yeah. Okay, let's... Now I hear a phone going off. Yes! Is that a phone ringing? Yes, I can very much hear it. What's going on here now? Hello. Whoa. A centipede? I presume I still can't open this door. Okay, so this is some kind of centipede. I don't know how familiar people are with centipedes. I guess I could be giving some nature facts while all this is happening. So there are myriapods, if one wants to look up a bit of detail about them. Myriapods are related to the insects, but, you know, not super heavily so. Also just got killed there. So I guess when I see that, I have to immediately start booking it like that. Okay. At least we got an idea here. But yeah, those little pincers, or what look like pincers at the end of their mouth, are not actually pincers. Hang on, this doesn't seem right. Can I just check what's over this way? Little ghost dude. Okay, maybe I need to go up this way then. But they're actually legs. I don't exactly remember the specific term. South key. I wonder, is that the key I need to open that? We'll give it a shot and see. Woo! I think I just barely survived that one. But yeah, they inject you with venom by, like, kind of jamming their legs into you. Key to the south fence downtown. Can I move safely through here? I need another... Wait, can I use the same one? Let's see. Nope. So, we've got that open, but we can't open the other door. Can we go under here, or is this gonna kill me? Okay, we do survive it. But, what else was I talking about with centipedes? Yeah, so every centipede, as far as I'm aware, is venomous in some shape or form. Like, even in, like, for instance, I live in Ireland, where there's, you know, little to no venomous animals relative to other places. But all the centipedes present here are also venomous. Now, the amount of venom that they can inject into you is relatively minor compared to most other venomous life forms. Hang on now. Let's just kind of approach and see if we can't get by. Okay, so I can't walk against the centipede body. Yeah, I was about to say, I was confident that as soon as I walked down there that centipede was going to go for me. Great. Well, we tried our best there. So yeah, I was just talking about centipedes. They're quite fascinating animals. Obviously, people get creeped out by them. And I don't think it's, you know, an unreasonable... Like, you know, there's some... You kidding me? Oh, I got an achievement for dying over 30 times. Great. Those are always the achievements I like to get. But, what was I saying before that anyway? Like, it's not... Like, some fears are kind of irrational, I think. And while, to some degree, you know, being afraid of a little tiny centipede is still quite irrational, I don't think it's, like, as irrational as some other fears there are. So, you know, I wouldn't be, like... Can I go over here, or am I blocked off? Blocked off. Those must be the edges of town. Also, I will die if something comes at me while, like, right now. Here we go. Okay, there I guess I was meant to run all the way through. But yeah, I don't, as I said, I don't think it's that unreasonable to be afraid of a centipede. Even if it's, you know, in the grand scheme of things, there's far more dangerous things out there than a centipede. Okay, so now a guy's gonna come at me as I go down this way. Okay, can I go up here? Oh. I'll move away from that mouth because I don't want to mess with you. Just barely survived that one. Whoa. Okay, at first I didn't realize that was an enemy. Let's head over this way. So for this one now, I either gotta run back, I think, or try to run through. Running back seems to be the more logical thing to do, I think. North Key, that's good. That's a shortcut, essentially. The Dark Souls style shortcut. Oops. Now I just need to remember where the gate is. Is it a little further down here? Okay, that's where the little spooky guys... I must have run past it. Could have been back up where... Oh. Could have been back up where... that centipede first tried to attack me. It might have been all the way back up there. Oh no, it's probably here, right? Is this it? Okay, so now I should be able to just, if I die again, just go straight through here. That's quite a sizable shortcut. Which means the main progression must be down here, right? Talk about the shopping mall again. You're interesting. You must be the girl that I heard about. Or heard, it's not heard about. Heard the sound of a girl giggling a while ago. That must have been her. She just disappeared, it looked like. Am I gonna die if I walk into her? Or is she where I'm meant to be going? was in here somewhere when I originally saw, but she seems to have disappeared now. Okay, let's keep going down here then, since maybe this is the game's way of guiding me. So what's this? Ah, bush, okay. Now what's also possible is that I could have come down here and her appearing would have been guiding me towards this way over here. But yeah, centipedes, dude, they're kind of crazy. And some of them can be quite big as well. You ever see those ones from, like, the Amazon? Or, not the store. Or, I think Southeast Asia also has some really large centipedes. Okay, so this is an actual, just straight up dead end. I can't progress. Okay, can I go up this way then? Okay, what happens if I go down here? Oh, what's this? Oh my god. Yellow crayon note. Would it be under here? That's the blue crayon note. Mom was taken by that spirit. I have to save her. That's what's written on it. Whoa. Take it nice and easy. Now, if I have to run back towards that guy. Would be nice to have a checkpoint now, but we'll see how things go. Still not quite sure where I'm going. We're completely blocked off there. Could you imagine if the game, like, had the centipede chasing you, you go there and it's like, well, I'm dead. You know? A lot of bushes around here. Okay, we got a rock. Not that that's gonna help us that much at this point. I hesitated. Wait, so if I go down this way now... Okay, that's a good shortcut. I'm very glad to have gotten that. Now, I think your man's gonna attack me as I come down here, right? And then, do I just go up this way? Wait a second. Could I have gone down here the whole time? If that's the case, then that isn't a shortcut at all. I'm not sure. Okay. So this is blocks us off, so we have to go up this way, I think. I'm gonna try going down, Also, I actually wonder if you guys heard that. My controller smacked the metal... Can I just walk through here? Okay, that north-south key is a little more confusing now. I thought it was a straight-up shortcut, but... I could just go down. What got me last time? Trying to search and see. Oh. Actually, how much money do I have? I remember there was a way I found out again how to... Oh, it's... If I do this... 9. Okay. That's quite a bit. If I find a save point here, I could easily do that. Which way did Yaman attack me from? This way or this way? She can't remember at this point. That blocks me off. But there is something interactable around here. Now, it might be behind the centipede. I'm not 100%. Got a rock. Okay, so we gotta go over this way then. Oh! Has to be up this way, I believe. Now, is your man gonna... Oh! Okay, I slightly hesitated that time, but I did actually survive it, so that's good. And we are back to where we started before. Okay. What is going on here? What is the point of this? Unless there's going to be like an object here where we come back out of it? Hang on, if we look at the map here. We were able to go down. The girl was down below. She was disappearing. Maybe I'm supposed to, like, run towards her when I see her. So this is like that little question mark showed up. Okay, next time I see her, I'm going to try dashing towards her. Oh my god. Stop. Let's keep playing. Wait, did she disappear? I can't see. Okay, well, I'll take her advice. I'll just keep playing. Okay, that's a bush. Is she still around here, or did she move to like a different part of the map, I wonder? Okay, let's try heading up to where those gates are. Maybe that's where she's gone. Nope, she's not over here. What if I need to use those gates to, like, catch her at some point? Maybe that's what I meant to do. Okay, so she's probably teleported somewhere else on the map. So we've just got to listen out for her. Okay. Now, yeah, man. Yep. We're just listening out for that little giggle. That little girl giggle that is so often... I wasn't exactly sure which way he was coming at that point. That little girl giggle that's always so heavily associated with horror. It's funny how that happened. Isn't it? Like, what do you think about it? That's like kind of one of the weirder kind of cliches of horror, isn't it? A little girl. Okay. Let's make our way through once he moves. Come on, move away, come on. If I need to start this chase over again, by the way, I better check down here again that she hasn't, like, respawned. So, I'm pretty sure I'd be hearing her giggles if she had respawned here. I'm just gonna check again because she was around here. Yeah, I think we're okay. So let's try up here then. This is the other side of this door. I haven't been up here for a little bit, so actually up here is a good place to try. Now, I'm just trying to see if any of those guys that usually run over. Let me see if I can get past these guys. Okay, I'm not gonna let that guy grab me again from the... That was unfortunate. That was very unfortunate because Centipede comes along and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go backwards, and guess what was coming behind me? A ghost. Is this the most efficient way to move about? Just clicking this. And then, like, if you see something, like, hold it. I'm not sure. This might actually be the strat, which is weird. Is this the strat? So wait, we already looked up here, right? So why did the centipede... Okay. So I was just disobeying what I was talking about. And she looks so funny as you do this, you know? So this is where one of the keys were. Now, have we been down here recently? We were, because that's where we ran past those guys. Okay. What about this shrine? Don't eat me. For half a moment, I was like, is it the girl or the centipede that's talking? I'm pretty sure it's this girl talking here. Phone is ringing again. So I guess the phone ringing is not over here. It's down here. There it is. That was scary. Where did I get salt in my hand? Maybe it means I'm supposed to put it back where it was in the first place. So wait, I can alternate between... So salt is a religious thing in Japan. So could I have picked it up here? Okay, I have too much money. There was the little girl down below. Could I have gotten salted then? I wonder if I meant to, like, switch back and forth to get past these people. Yeah, you see, I bet strategy now is I'm meant to go back and forth to, like, get past them. So, like, is there gonna be another phone ringing as I go down this way? Mm-hmm. And this is... yeah, we're close to down here. So there's that guy over there. There's this big lovely fellow over here. Oh! Still being chased. Aha! Yes, do I give you the salt? Let's keep playing. Maybe not. Yeah, place the salt back where it was. I'm gonna die. They just keep coming after you. Okay, so the salt... I'm gonna go back to the shrine again. We fell over here. Hang on, what's... is it the sign that it's responding to, or... when else would I have picked up the salt? They're associated with shrines. I also interacted with that girl, the ghost. When else would I have picked up the salt? I really can't put this salt at the shrine. Maybe I'm taking too like Japanese religion. Oh, unless... do I put it back in the other dimension? Is that a possibility? No. Let me think now. What were our interactions? Like, we fell on the steps here. Hang on, this is very different. West salt, east salt, north salt, south salt. The centipede spirit asked me to put it in places around town as a favor. Hang on. That's a little different to... I have a theory or two. So I mean, that gate that we saw before was called the North-South Gate, I think it was. Crap. The centipede's still gonna come at me, or is he gonna be more calm now that I'm kind of working for him? Like, this was the north-south gate stuff. So, like, am I able to put some salt here? Maybe in the other... Hang on. If we switch back here... Oh, we can't progress down there. Okay, why don't we go over this way then? Okay, let me look over here and see if I can't find another phone. Where's the closest phone to this side? I think if I go down too far over here... Yeah, there'll just be guys blocking this area here. Well, if we're talking... Wait, where'd she go? I just saw her here. Also, I wonder, is she resetting when I die? I think so, because I feel like every time I die, I end up having to, like, interact with her down here again. So I do feel like she's resetting, whereas pretty much anything else doesn't. Maybe not. Because she... I mean, I didn't die that time, and she showed up back here. Okay, I just want to remind myself, is there anything I need to run away from over here? There's you over there. There's this big chap over here. Do I give the salt to you guys, or do I just die if I walk into you? I am a little confused, I will say. Once I can gather what it is, like what it looks like, the stuff that I'm supposed to give the salt to, it'll be much easier, I think. Ugh. The moment I hear my heart rate go down, I'll move. Okay, so where was she? Was there a save point down here somewhere? I'm trying to remember. Also, I think something's coming at me. Yep. Okay, you know what? Let's do a quick save here. There isn't really a point moving to a different one, I don't think, at the moment. Gotta figure out what I'm doing. So, because I've done a quick save, let's just see. Can I, like... Okay, I just die. I was wondering, like, was there, like, an interact command of, like, throw the salt over this thing? Could this have been, like, one of the things I meant to interact with? Apparently not. I wonder will I be kicking myself as soon as I see, like, what I'm meant to be putting the salt on. So how safe am I up this way? Oh, not safe at all. So where else am I meant to place salt? That is my question. Yep, shopping mall, whatever. Unless it's meant to be something to do with the shopping mall. Mm-hmm. Here we go, we've maxed out our money again. I remember originally wondering, like, was the money like a limited resource, but it seems like it does respawn, so. So is this where the mall would be made? A rock, I think. I just want to see down here again. It still says place the salt back where it was. But it seems like we were given the salt. Now, I don't think it's possible to sneak past these guys. Oh. I just realized where I meant to be putting the salt. Shock of shocks. It goes there. We saw this early on. I didn't realize what it was that they were picking up. So hang on, if I go into the other dimension, this disappears. So yeah, I do have to place the salt back outside of this. Bloody hell. Okay. Now I know at least what I'm looking for. Hang on. So it looks like those guys disappeared when I placed the salt over here. So maybe what I should do is go back here. And then go down this way? Which way was the other salt? Kind of wish I could remember where the salt dishes were. I didn't know that this was like salt piles. I honestly, honestly, folks, I thought this looked like a hat to me. That's what I thought it looked like. I was like, it couldn't be a hat. It was like, could it be like some kind of traffic cone variant or something? It's piles of salt. That's what it is. So now I just need to remember where the other dishes were. At least now I know what I'm looking for. I'm actually wondering if I was to look back at my earlier footage, would I see myself walking past a bunch of them? And I'd be looking at it going, no! Do you not realize? Also, I think I'm going out of town if I do this, right? Oh, hang on, folks. I just got a text message. Ah, yes. Okay. Actually, if you folks don't mind the noise, my phone's a little low on battery, so I'm actually going to plug it in. There we go. Phone's charging now. Okay. It was just a piece of news I got about something that might be arriving soon. Okay, so actually the thing I wanted to check here was, oh, it didn't disappear. That's weird. I was going to try to gauge where the other ones could be based on which salt disappeared, but based on my position, surely that would be the east salt? Okay, we're going away from the phone. Sounds like. Okay, stay away from this. I was wondering would I survive if I hid there. Okay, since I'm down here... Let's see if I can see any of those dishes. But I'm positioned... So this would be kind of the south-ish area. This is the one, yeah, so this stays, so that's good. That's one of the things I wanted to ascertain. So let's try running over this way and activating a phone from over here and see if we can't find another salt dish. Is it down this way? It sounds like it's up. Okay, so I can't go up to you. Can't go up to you. Is there no salt dish in between here? Hmm. One second. Is it because of that? So is the hanged person up this way? I don't see them now. Must be a different section then. Part of the problem as well is that I can't ascertain where the bowls are from this dimension. I can only look around really when I go back into the other dimension. Okay, is there one at the shrine? You would expect that there'd be one at the shrine, but I don't remember seeing it early on in the footage. Now, I do have an idea of something I can do if I'm really stuck. Which is, I'm pretty sure I can go back, even while live streaming, I can, like, skim back the clip. And I could possibly see where... Because we saw the footage of the 4 salt piles being eaten. Gotta be within there. I'm like, I feel like it isn't this far out. I feel like... Crap, just let me through. I don't want any trouble. That looked almost like a skull. I wonder, could that be... No, that isn't an indicator. When we looked at the other pile, there wasn't anything there. Like, see? That's just completely gone. Crap, 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 crap. Let me... Okay. So this is the... Surely this is the east side of the town. So you'd think the south side would be somewhere over here. I wonder, is one of them within the gates? Okay, where's the phone that I'm hearing? Down there, okay. So let me take this. And let's take a look around here to see if we can't find... Be careful, because those guys can come running at me at any point. Okay, I need a hand here, so just give me 1 second, folks. I'm actually gonna... how do I skim back in a live feed? Hang on. I've never done this on Twitch before, so I need to figure out how I even do this. I'm looking for settings now. I just want to play it back, but I'm not seeing an option here to do that. Okay, I just need to quickly check some of my settings here. I don't know if it come under Stream Manager. Oh, what if I go into clip? Surely clip would allow me to like scan through all of this. Doesn't look like it to me. Looks like I can only do the last minute and a half, it looks like. But that's not helpful. Maybe I can't go back. Surely you can do that though, right? Surely. For anyone who's out there, just any ideas on how like you can go back in a like a live like video? Like, are you able to look back at an earlier section? Let me just Google this while that's happening. Can I go back in a live Twitch stream? If the streamer has enabled the stream rewind feature. Okay, I'm not familiar with this at all, so I actually don't know if that is even an option. If not, that's going to be a little annoying. Okay, I'm just going to continue then, looking around for these salt containers. I still think they're within town, right? From what I remember seeing the little, what are they called? The little ghosts or whatever who took the salt originally. Like, they were definitely within town. I don't think they were that far apart from each other. Crap, I'm about to die. Like, there was no salt containers here, from what I remembered. Absolutely none. Zero. Right? I'm not being foolish on that, am I? So you think the salt stuff would be down here? I don't think it was this far away over here somewhere. I hear a phone going off. Could it be behind them? Hang on. If I go up this way, does the phone get louder or quieter? There's a phone going off here. Yeah, these are the two lads that I took something from between them one time. I remember that. Gonna take this nice and easy. Wait, actually, before I do anything else, so there should be two guys up this way. There they are. But no saucer. Okay, what about this way? There was no saucer this way either, right? Don't know why I did that, I just kind of felt like it for a moment. Back to that one that I found again. If I could just remember that, like, was it like a smooth road like this, or was it like all tiles? That would help a lot. This is just me leaving town. If those three guys over there. So if I go into the other dimension, head over there where those three guys are. Well, I can't get past this. You see, that's one problem. So if I go down this way, can I make a right up here? Can't. I do hate those little runny guys. I'm trapped in between here, which would make you think that one of the saucers is around here. Hang on, I can go past this guy, I think, but then I thought there was another guy up above here that I was going to get into trouble with. Well, I'm going to give a coin to this statue just because. Is there one this way? I don't think there is. I think this is too far away. I think this is where, yeah, this is where I was running down with the dog last time. Okay, they're looking away from me. Is one of the salt piles or saucers in here? Look, we got our money back. Ugh. I just have no idea, folks. I honestly can't remember what those other salt stuff was. And I feel like I'm just like going around in circles doing this randomly. If I could just look back at the footage, it'd be so helpful. Like, I can't get past these guys. There's so many of them in that direction. But then if I go past them... Then let's... Hang on. If I go... Let's try something here. If I go through this gate... I can hear a phone going off, do you see? Although that might have been the phone I used a while ago. And is there a phone up either this way or down below? Because maybe I'm supposed to go through the gates while in the other dimension. Or while in the normal dimension, I should say. Here, phone. Oh, I know which phone it is as well. Okay, so can I don't think I can. I think mine blocked off up this way. What happens if I turn off the torch? I'm probably gonna die, right? Yep. Okay. You know what, folks? I'm gonna look up footage of someone else doing it. I wish I could just look at my own footage, but I'm going to look up footage of someone else encountering the first time when they come across those salt piles. And just see... So this is Yomawari. Or Yomawari. I got that mixed up. Night Alone. I want chapter... 4, I think. So hang on, let me just mute the desktop just briefly so that you guys don't listen to anyone or anything. So which chapter is this? Okay, well, this video will be helpful for later in the game. Or when I get to the end, I should say. I guess this would be chapter 4? I can't remember, is it chapter 4? Actually, I could probably tell if I just look here. Oh no, I'm on chapter 5. Okay, chapter 5. And I want to see the first bit where they take the salt. Here it is. Because I didn't exactly know that was what I was looking for. Okay. Let me just put the desktop audio back on. Okay, so I was right in that they were really close to each other. They're really close. Oh. I just need to see how I can get to them. Okay, here's one. This is the northern one. So the one that I've already activated, I think, is this way, one here. And there's basically one on either side of those gates I mentioned. So you see one here. And now can I take this gate? I can. I wonder, actually, was I close to just getting it by myself if I hadn't looked up the video? Doesn't matter, though. I mean, I looked up the video anyway. There we go, that should be all 4. I put all the salt in the right spots. I should go tell that to the centipede spirit. Presumably at the shrine again? I wonder if all those guys are gone now, or if there's still a few of them hanging about. The shrine is over here. I don't hear the phone going off at all. The centipede spirit isn't here, but there are 2 items. What are they? Red charm and a bunch of salt, was it? It wasn't such a bad spirit. Well, yeah. And there we go. We got chapter 5 done. It only took us an hour and a half or something. About the spirits, I found so many scary things in town. How many more times will I have to be so afraid? Will it be even scarier than ever? But I think Sis dying is more scary than anything else. Or sorry, why did I add the word else than anything? Okay, well, 2 things I want to look at first. One is, so we got those. Also, I forgot that like when we use them, we keep them. So we got 2 things. One was a red charm. Seems like it would be a key item, but spirits don't like it. Yeah, so this is a new usable one I have. Here it is. An old charm with pretty colors. It has an arch and a centipede mark in it. Okay. Well, that'll do for today, folks. Stream went a little longer than I expected. But you know what? At least we made progress. I got 2 achievements. One being just to progress in the story, and the other was to make fun of the fact that I died more than 30 times. Way more than 30 times now, but at the time it was just over 30 times. I do wish that I'd remember. First off, I didn't quite understand what was happening that initial time. That it was positive salt being removed. And so when it came time to put the salt back, it didn't immediately click with me. And then I realized, oh, that was them removing the salt, and I couldn't remember where they were. I did remember the fact that they seemed to be in the middle of town, and that they were relatively close to each other. But I wasn't 100% confident about that. So I kept kind of making these mistakes and stuff. It was a little, problematic for me. But anyway, point anyway is that we're making good progress on this game. And I'm just checking my settings. Yep, that's all fine. So might as well do the outro now. So thank you very much for watching me play through this game so far, folks. Hopefully you folks are enjoying it. I saw a bunch of people were like popping in and out. So, hopefully those people enjoyed. Also, as I mentioned before, you can go ahead and check out my main YouTube channel, Immortallium now. Immortallium, not Immortallium now. I've literally uploaded 2 videos back up on there. So, feel free to like give me as much information as you want about all of that. As much feedback, that would be greatly appreciated. What would you like to see in the future, etc., etc. You can also check out, like in the future, these VODs are going to be going up on a YouTube channel called Immortallium Gaming. So if you want to check out, the earlier series of the stuff, as well as any of the other series that I've streamed, go ahead and do that. That's on Immortallium Gaming on YouTube. Also, go ahead and check out Victory Achieved Gaming. Victory Achieved Gaming is a YouTube channel in which I help guide a friend through some pretty challenging games. Currently, we're going through Dark Souls Remastered and Puyo Tetris. So definitely go check that out. That would be greatly appreciated. Also, go ahead and check out UK Anime Network. UK Anime Network is a website that covers a wide variety of Japanese media. We're talking anime, manga, video games, toys, not video games. I was about to say video games again. They do cover video games, don't get me wrong, but I was about to say that twice. Live action is another one. And I'm covering interesting content there, so definitely go check it out. And also go ahead and check out Cultured Immortallium on YouTube. It's a YouTube channel which I cover some NSFW content from Japan. So definitely go ahead and check all of those out. Anyway, with that all being said and done, there's an Owen, also known as Immortallium. I'll talk to you guys next time. And so until then, have a good one.